pleased to have with us Meyer, sitting right next to me, and Stephen Gutowski of the Free Beacon. And we needed to get a look at Stephen's shirt here because Stephen has the best T-shirts. Your mom reads the Free Beacon, and so do I.
So do I.
That is beautiful. And that'll be available, you say, for purchase soon,
Yeah,
right?
we're going to have a store soon, so you'll be able to buy this and many other fine Free Beacon memorabilia in the near future. So
that is beautiful.
Look out for that.
It's an exciting time for the Free Beacon. A lot of stuff taking place. A concealed carry course recently held for Free Beacon staff members, and you put it on, Steve.
That's right. I became a NRA certified instructor, and now we're getting our staff some gun safety training.
That's pretty awesome. And so, Allie, you signed up willingly?
Yes,
Did
definitely.
he badger you? Did he?
No.
Allie, come on. No?
No. One of my main incentives in joining with the class was knowing that we were going to be able to have some range time and shoot a bunch of different guns and different targets, and it was an awesome experience.
So what was did you have any background with firearms before this?
Well, I've shot firearms with my dad before. Another one of my friends has taken me to the range. So this was a little bit different experience because, going through the safety course, I feel like it added something a little bit extra to that I was able to learn about and make sure that I was taking the proper precautions when firing something.
That is awesome. And you brought your certificate with you, I see, right? Look at that. Oh, we'll go ahead and hold this up here. Yeah, the NRA Basic Pistol Course. There's the certificate. And wow. All right, we got to hold up the target too because was this your first?
That was the first one that I did. Now that was close. It was only 10 feet away, and
that's still really impressive.
That is good.
Thank you.
Do you give credit to your teacher?
Yes.
Yeah,
He definitely helped me.
I mean, seriously, look at that. That is really, really impressive. So, Stephen, why did you want to do this? I'm guessing, tell me, why did you want to do this?
Well, the idea came up that maybe we'd have a range day for the office. And our president, Aaron Harrison, he thought, it'd be, if we're going to have staff handling guns, handling firearms, it's important that they know the guns, proper gun safety. And so that's really what this was born out of. I mean, if we're going to have Free Beacon staff shooting guns, we want them to know how to do it properly.
Right.
And I also think that as far as media figures go, people who are in media, there is a heightened level of death threats. I've had death threats. Other staffers have had death threats. So I think there's an added benefit in taking a course like this, the basic pistol course, and teaching people how to defend themselves. And at the same time, also qualifying them for the concealed carry license in Virginia, where a lot of our staffers live. So,
and is that something that you've considered, Allie? Have you considered actually becoming a concealed carry holder, you think?
Yeah, now that I've taken the class, I've passed the test, and so now all I have to do is go to the courthouse and get the documents, so I'm definitely planning to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your dad think?
He thinks it's awesome. He's proud.
And how many people, how many Free Beaconers, Free Beaconites, what do we call you folks? Free Beaconers?
Free Beaconer sounds good.
How many Free Beaconers took the course?
Well, there were about 8 people in the first course. We had 13 people sign up, but we had to cut it down so that the beacon could keep operating while we did the class. We didn't want to lose 2 days of Free Beacon uptime. So
right.
We're actually planning on having more of these courses on a rolling basis throughout the year. So basically anyone who wants to take it will be able to take it at the Free Beacon.
That is pretty cool. Would you like to see other new media entities out there do the same thing?
Yeah, frankly, I'd like to see more reporters do it just on the fact that it teaches you a basic understanding of firearms as well, which is something that is sorely lacking in our media. And so I think that's another advantage of having our Free Beacon writers go through this class, is that they get to learn the basics of firearms, because if they ever need to write about a firearm-related issue, it's important that they know the ins and outs of what makes up a firearm, how to properly fire one safely. So I think if more members of the media did that, we'd have a lot less ignorance in the media when it comes to firearms.
It sounds like it could work, right? Provide education, and hopefully the ignorance declines. I'd like to think that that's a winning equation. That we can talk about the willful ignorance, perhaps, of some members of the media, but that's a different subject entirely. So, Allie, what did you learn? What did you take away from this course?
Well, I really think the cool thing about it was, you learn something in class and then it actually happened in practice. So before the class, I didn't know about the different types of misfires that can happen. And we went to the range, and one of my friends, she went to shoot the gun, and it just went click. And so I knew immediately that one of those things had actually happened. And it's really nice knowing that, I have that knowledge to where if it happened to me, I would have been able to prevent something potentially dangerous from happening, even though it can only happen like maybe 1 in a million times. So I just thought that was a really great takeaway from the class.
You can, you get that. Knowledge is empowering, right? And so when you have something like that happen, now you're not freaking out, right? And okay, I don't know what do I do? I don't know what to do,
right.
Because you know what to do, and so you don't have to be scared. You don't have to be freaked out in that situation, which makes you feel, I think, even better when you can successfully resolve something like a misfire for the first time, and you know how to properly clear your firearm and make sure that you're safe and good to go. Like, that's a good feeling, right?
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Well, that's awesome. That is fantastic. So, Stephen, do you want to teach folks outside of the Free Beacon at all? Have you gotten any requests?
Yeah, I have, and I'd be open to doing that on my free time. Helping people learn gun safety, I think, is important, and helping journalists specifically to learn the basics of firearms is equally as important to me. So I absolutely would be willing to take the knowledge that I have now that I've completed the instructor program and the ability that I have to teach the class and spread that out to as many of my friends in the media as are willing to listen.
What was the reaction, Allie, when you told your friends who don't work for the Free Beacon, I'm going to go take this basic pistol course? What do they say?
A lot of people think it's a great idea. I mean, a lot of people have interest in guns and learning how to shoot. And so I think, the interest is out there for people if they just had the opportunity to. And I'm very lucky that, Steve is my coworker and that I was able to take the class through the Free Beacon. It's a great experience.
That is the first time, by the way, that sentence has ever been uttered in the history of the Free Beacon. I'm so lucky to have Steve as my coworker. Sonny Bunch. I'm just channeling Sonny right now, Steve, and I'm sorry.
A lot like my boss.
I know. I apologize for that. Sonny wants to be here, and he wants to say that, so I'll go ahead and say it
He's
for him.
He's probably tweeting it right now.
Do you see, Allie, because around the country we see, I think, more and more women getting interested in firearms for a variety of reasons. I think a lot of it is self-defense. It's not all of it. We've got women who are learning to hunt, and certainly we have people who are becoming more interested in firearms for a variety of reasons. It's not just one. Are you seeing this just in your world, the people that you hang out with?
Yeah, of course. Especially being from New Orleans, Louisiana, I come from a family that's used to hunting and fishing. And so I think for, just that reason alone, the interest is there for me. Also, like you said about self-defense, I really think it's important for women to be able to feel like they can protect themselves on their own. And so, it's a great experience for anybody to be able to take this class and learn how to be safe with a firearm.
Yeah, and I would add that the class actually featured more women than men this time around. So there's definitely a lot of interest among our female staff.
That is that's it's good to hear. I'm not necessarily surprised to hear that, but within the media, and I know Free Beacon's a conservative media outlet, but still, I think that's great. That first of all, I think it's great that women feel comfortable saying, "Okay, I want to learn this," because I think even 10 years ago. You would have had maybe some hesitation of, okay, I want to learn this, but I'm not sure how it's going to look if I go out there. I'm not sure what people are going to say. Am I going to get a lot of grief? And I think that disparaging attitude towards women, certainly you can find it among the anti-gun advocates who don't want anybody to learn how to be safe and responsible with a firearm. But I think by and large, both gun owners and non-gun owners alike are more open and welcoming to the idea of the right to keep and bear arms being a right for all.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I feel like being in the class, I didn't feel, that I was the minority or anything. Everybody was very helpful in making sure that I felt comfortable. So it was a good experience.
That is awesome. And the skill level, Stephen, that you were dealing with, folks like Allie who had gone shooting a couple of times, did you have people who were just complete newbies to this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was definitely mostly people who hadn't had a lot of experience with firearms. So I can say that they were really good listeners and quick learners too. I was actually pretty surprised. It was my first class, obviously, and so it went very smoothly. I think people listened intently, and they really did learn a lot of new information about firearms.
That is very cool. And Allie, will you be going back to the range now?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any chance I get.
Really?
Yeah, I just told my friend that works with me whenever she's ready, because they also offer women-only classes on Thursdays at the NRA, so we're thinking about signing up to do that.
That would be really, really cool. In fact, we need to schedule a visit out to the NRA range again. Maybe not a basic pistol course, but maybe those who have gone through the basic pistol course, Free Beaconers can head out and we could do some shooting one
I think
Friday.
that'd be great.
All right. Well, listen, I really appreciate both of you coming on the program. Congratulations again. And Stephen,
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is a great story. I love it, and I hope we see more of it. Allie Meyer and Stephen Gutowski of the Washington Free Beacon with us here in studio. I got to show Allie's target just one more time because this is really impressive. Look at that. That's